good, guys? This your boy Sea Rispy. So I guess this is my channel intro. I've been wanting to start this channel for a while now. I do a lot of skiing, dirt biking, and I do a lot of motorcycle stuff. But yeah, so right now I'm building a motorcycle from scratch, starting with a 1979 GS 1000 frame. I actually bought that bike for $300, and it came with a motor, but the motor was trashed. It was all seized up. So actually, if anybody wants a 1979 Suzuki GS 1000 motor, hit your boy up. I mean, it's not in the greatest condition, but I mean, I don't want to fuck with it, but I'll give it to somebody for like $50 or whatever if you want it. That's that. And then I also bought a wrecked Honda Shadow, and I'm just taking the motor out of that thing. I bought it on Craigslist for $200, and that thing was wrecked, no title, no nothing. So I'm trying to kind of morph the two together, and we'll see if I can get like registered as a historic vehicle and just ride it as the GS 1000. So I guess let me show you what the hell I'm working with. And there she is. I hooked up most of the wires just to see if the motor actually started, which it does. I mean, granted, all the exhaust and everything, like, that's all gonna be custom in the end, because I don't like where it sits or anything like that. Nothing's really in there. I spent a lot of time building motor mounts to fit this Honda motor. I welded all of this right here. I welded all of this back here, so it is completely custom. And the motor is held in with these washers right here. And those were just measured out so that the spacer, or the sprocket, I mean, this front sprocket and the back sprocket could be, you know, like level with each other and on the same spot. I'm actually going to tear this entire thing down probably soon. I don't know, this week or next week or whatever, but I'm going to tear the entire thing back apart so that I can paint the frame before I put everything back together again. I guess things that I still need to do: gas tank still needs to be cleaned out. I need to figure out something for that. I have one here that's going to fit, but I need to figure all that shit out, honestly, before I get started with doing that. I need to hook up stuff, just basic stuff like the radiator and everything like that. I do eventually want to boost this. I want to put a turbo on it and see how much power I can make, so that I need to leave some space for that. The brakes are trash right now, so the brakes are going to have to be completely rebuilt when I'm done. And the seat, I think this thing is, the seat is what I'm going to be working on today. So we'll see. I mean, it's pretty shitty outside. It's all rainy. But it's already, I think it's like 9 something at night, so it's getting kind of late, but I think I have a little bit of time to work on this seat a little bit. So we'll definitely hit that. And I'm basically just gonna kind of cut this out in a way that fits, and then I'm gonna weld it on there, is the plan. So I mean, it's pretty thin sheet metal. I think it should be fine. So we'll just cut that, we'll grind that to the shape that I want, and see if I can weld that thing on there and make it look pretty cool. I already started with this seat. This was the back fender right here, and I just welded it. And keep in mind, this entire build, honestly, I don't have that much experience. I work at Advanced Auto Parts, but I mean, other than that, like, all this is, like, all of my knowledge on this shit is completely from, like, Google and YouTube, so I really have no experience with this at all. I'm a full-time college kid, but I'm just trying to do it right, dude. I'm trying to mix gas and haul ass, if you know what I mean. I want it to look like a cafe racer, so let's get to it. the fitment here. Alright. Alright. So now that I have the first pattern made, it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to have to hammer some shit. I'm going to have to cut some more shit off. But what I'm going to do is, well, I already made a template. I don't know if you can see that shit right there. I made a template for the other side so that it's the same exact shape. At least keep it symmetrical even if it's ugly. Again, no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going for it right now, so we'll see. I need to put I'm gonna tack weld the other one into the position, but first I'm going to prep the metal using not a grinding wheel, but it's like a it's this thicker wheel. It's not the cutting wheel, so just throw that on the grinder and just kind of roughen the metal up a little bit, get the bare metal exposed so that I can tack weld that son of a bitch on there. And we'll go from there. We'll see how it looks. I have no idea what I'm doing, no experience with metal work. And actually, the welder that I bought is from Harbor Freight for like $100. So looks like my girl Mandy joined us. I got this side all clamped up. And I'm gonna start by welding that up.
Hope you don't burn my eyes.
I mean, you know where to fit. Is that symmetrical, you think?
Looks like it.
Right? Get these. I'm not plugged in. Word. So let's take a look what we got here. So that's what we're working with right now. We're going for the cafe racer style. Damn, that looks fucking sexy. Alright, so I guess what I'll do now is cut away at this thing right here in the back and see if I can get it to look a little bit cleaner before I weld some more. We got the entire thing on there with tack welds. I started welding right there. Yes, I know the welds look fucking horrible. I'm not a professional, so get off my back. But, alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld that, and we'll take it from there. What do you want to use?
Your old GoPro cord.
Yeah, we can do that.
Thanks.
My roommate Joseph came down, inspecting the work.
Inspecting the good work.
I ran out of flux core on the welder. My bad. I'll have to hit Harbor Freight probably tomorrow. But that's what we're working with right now. It's pretty damn close, the skeleton of my seat, to being done. So we got some welds right in there. They look kind of shitty. It's alright. I'm going to grind it all down anyways. And we got that prime bead right there. And we'll just cut that son of a bitch up later and to grind it down, make it look at least a little bit better, and we'll be good. What do you have to say, Joseph?
Looks dope.
Not bad.
Can't wait for the
Not bad.
finished work.
It'll come along.
It's gonna be good, Tom.
Well, this is my first video for the channel. So, I mean, anything you need to say, Mandy?
Nope.
Okay, solid.